Damn it, Tom Phillips has been released by WWE. Kevin, I've had enough. Straight up, I'm done with this company. How dare they get rid of a great talent like Tom Phillips? I'm sick of this.
I'm outraged. Tom Phillips is the best commentator in all of WWE. He's the best commentator in all of wrestling. How dare Vincent Kennedy McMahon, how dare he let go of Tom Phillips? I've loved his work ever since he was getting called Tommy and Chuck and Tim by Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. I've loved his work. The way he sat there and took those insults from Chris Jericho, it was so crisp, damn it.
This company, my frustration can only go so far. I genuinely hope this company crashes and burns to nothing tomorrow. I hope that their stock hits zero. How dare they? Tom Phillips was so immensely talented. Tom Phillips, when he talked, I listened, damn it. He made Monday Night Raw watchable for me, you, and everyone. Kevin, I am straight up done. Done. Done with a capital D-O-N-E and a full stop and an exclamation mark. Done.
I understand. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna watch Raw this Monday. I'm done. I'm not watching Raw, and I'm not gonna watch SmackDown. This company is embarrassing. I can't wait till Tom Phillips goes to AEW and he asks Christian about his diet so he can be the best version of himself in ring on Dynamite. I can't wait for that. We need Tom Phillips in AEW as a backstage interviewer.
No, damn it, Kevin. We need Tom Phillips on the Dynamite announce team. We need a 5-man Dynamite announce booth of Tom Phillips, Jim Ross, Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Paul White, damn it. But damn it. Oh, this is disgusting. I've had it up. WWE, the WWE dead to me. I'm done with this. These E-drones are out here defending the WWE. I'm sick of it. I am All Elite, pal. At All Elite 101. Damn it, pal. Damn it, I'm done. Kevin, I'm going to probably get off the video right now. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm going to go change the name of our channel to All Elite Heat. I'm over it. We're all elite. That's it. You have Tom Phillips, who's the successor to Michael Cole, the greatest commentator ever, by the way. Now, Tom Phillips, he's maybe the second or third best. He might be a little bit better than Jim Ross. The way he called that match on SmackDown with Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio, it was just amazing, okay? And I've had enough of this. Tom Phillips deserves better. All right, that's it. Tom Phillips just point blank deserves better. The way Corey Graves used to make fun of him, that should not have been allowed. He was bullied, and I didn't like it.
Oh, the bullying. Just think of all the disgusting things that bigot JBL must have said to Tom Phillips backstage. That evil, misogynistic pig John Bradshaw Layfield. Oh, I'm disgusted, Kevin. Kevin, do you remember those great Raw announce teams we had a year ago? Oh my God, Samoa Joe, Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton. Oh my God, they called those empty arena PC shows beautifully. They made, God knows, Seth Rollins versus Denzel Dejanette seem like the biggest match ever. They were so good, pal.
The way Tom Phillips calls Aleister Black and Apollo Crews in a 3-segment 4-commercial match on Raw, it was just some of the best work I've ever seen. And yes, you're right. In the PC era, Tom Phillips, he was like Gordon Soley of the WWE PC era. That's how good of a commentator Tom Phillips was.
I can't do this anymore. That's just... That's great. Three and a half minutes we went doing that. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like I don't understand the overwhelming love that Tom Phillips is getting all of a sudden. Like, where were these Tom Phillips fans like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago? Where were these guys? All of a sudden, Adnan Virk shows up on Raw, and everybody's like, oh my God, Tom Phillips is the best commentator ever. And then he gets released, and like, oh, I love Tom Phillips. I've always loved his work. He's one of the most admirable commentators. Like, where did this come from? I don't understand it. I never heard anyone, like back in 2017, be like, oh yeah, Tom Phillips is the star of the SmackDown commentary team.
Yeah, like, this guy is quite literally, he's a voice. There's nothing just special about his voice. He is a generic voice. That is what Tom Phillips is. And I'm not going to lie to myself, you amazing listeners of Elite Heat, you, Kevin, people on Twitter. I'm not going to lie and say, oh my God, he was so good, and try and make it seem like Tom Phillips has the backlog of commentary work like a Jim Ross or a Jerry Lawler or a Gorilla Monsoon or even a Jesse the Body or a Vince McMahon or even like a Taz or, God forbid, even a Michael Cole. I'm not going to lie and say that. Tom Phillips was a serviceable, okay announcer. But because of how Twitter works, and because of how just the wrestling community works, because he got released, now all of a sudden you have this fake outrage and vitriol at WWE. You have people acting as though Vince McMahon, like genuinely, I've seen some people having genuine outrages on Twitter over this. You think Vince McMahon went up to these people's mothers and slapped them and shot them? Like what is this? Tom Phillips got released. Okay, he'll find work somewhere. He'll be the new Ring of Honor League commentator, Kevin. Is that gonna make you watch ROH, pal? Alright.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get a Honor Club subscription just to hear Tom Phillips call great matches.
And Honor
Club. Like it's really with this thing. Like, what did Tom Phillips do? What did he do? Like, we don't know what happened. Maybe he did something backstage. Maybe he assaulted somebody. We don't know what the hell happened. We don't know what Tom Phillips could have done. Like, he just got released randomly with no context. He didn't get cut when they did cuts like a month ago, so it must have been some isolated incident that happened regarding Tom Phillips. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, WWE backstage is, like, backstage drama-wise, it's like a high school. You don't shake someone's hand in a meeting, you don't, look the right way at someone, all of a sudden you're getting punished like that. That's how WWE operates. Maybe Tom Phillips, allegations, you don't know. Like, just because on screen Tom Phillips was an okay, competent voice, doesn't mean he could have been a horrible person backstage, or he could have been the best person backstage. We don't know that, okay? Kevin, these releases, dude, like, it's just, the reaction after them, honestly, it's just kind of comical at this point, seeing people genuinely outraged over the fact that Tom Phillips, the great body shop man, got released. Like, whoa. Oh wow!
Yeah, what is he most known for? That altercation, not altercation, but that incident where he was DMing someone. Like, that's literally the most notable thing that Tom Phillips has done, is slide into someone's DMs and Corey Graves mentioned it on SmackDown in like 2017. Like that's legitimately the most notorious thing that Tom Phillips has ever done. Can you name me a famous call that Tom Phillips had? Was Tom Phillips there doing like this excellent call when we thought Roman Reigns ended The Undertaker's career at WrestleMania 33? Like, no. Like, what did Tom Phillips do? I don't know. Whatever.
No, but
he DM'd a girl and okay, that's it.
Was it Tom Phillips or Byron Saxton? It was one of them who yelled Kofi did it like 8 times in a row, and that was it. That's the only thing I remember. Yeah. And then apparently, when McIntyre won the Rumble, he was good on contract. I don't remember what the call was when McIntyre won the Rumble. I just remember McIntyre was there was 50,000 people cheering, and McIntyre was posing. I mean, like, my God, Kevin, just revisionist history. That's the best way of putting this, and whenever anyone gets released. When Samoa Joe got released, oh my God, this company wasted Samoa Joe, even though he literally was in the WWE title program for a couple of years. He won a mid-card title. He was involved in a bunch of stuff. He was the commentator. He was having a feud with Brock Lesnar. Wasted him. And same thing with Tom Phillips now, pretty much. Just, you hate to see it.
The funniest thing that I saw, somebody replied to me on Twitter because I tweeted about this incident with Tom Phillips getting released.
Yeah.
And somebody replied, it was like, the Iconics, they were the Rock and Roll Express on the IWC after they got released. And I was like thinking, like, remember when everybody hated the Iconics in the PC era, when the Iconics were like one of the 3 or 4 most important characters on Raw, and literally everyone hated them? You'd have JD screaming about them for like 15 minutes every single night in his Raw review. And then the Iconics get released and people act like WWE just did something so horrendous. Like WWE calls a Category 5 hurricane to come over the whole United States or something.
Yeah, like, you literally had JD from NY making custom Get Off My TV Iconics shirts. And these are the same people who revisionist history on Twitter says, oh my God, the way they wasted Peyton Royce was disgusting. Peyton Royce, when she did her I Deserve Better promo and subsequent match with Asuka, like, that whole thing, the match itself, I'm not even going to go into it, but nonetheless, to sum this video up, because we don't need to waste your time with a 40-minute video about Tom Phillips' body release, point of this is, you'll have to get your Honor Club subscription to watch Ring of Honor featuring the voice of Tom Phillips, or Impact Wrestling voiced by Tom Phillips. That's where Tom Phillips will be from now on, pretty much, because my God, if he goes to AEW and he's sitting on AEW Dark Elevation as the third announcer, I mean, come on. Like, Jesus.
That'd be a complete waste. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for this video. Bottom line, WWE is a terrible company. Vince McMahon deserves to be bankrupt. WWE stock deserves to crash because Tom Phillips got released today. So we'll leave you with that.
Yeah, just remember, Kevin Dunn's a horrible, evil person, and everything in the company is wrong because of him, Vince McMahon, and Bruce Pritchard. So that's been Elite Heat Extra. Like, comment, sub. You guys know the drill. See ya.